Hi again. A quick update on the nickel iron cells. I've gone to a little round cell. It's in a little plastic tub. It's got a steel electrode wrapped around the outside, and just a piece of my polystyrene carbon 6 ohm thing in the center, wrapped. Sort of the construction is like this. This is going to be my larger version. I'm going to use a carbon rod from a D cell. That's the separator container. It's got a little bit of stainless steel mesh to hold everything in there. I've sealed it up completely. This is going to be holding activated carbon and this nickel, or dissolved nickel I should say, in potassium hydroxide, which I've got over here dissolving. It's using electrolysis to dissolve the nickel plate. It's on 100 milliamps, 9.9 volts. This was the original cell I used, the nickel plate. I've dissolved all of that. Both pieces of that plate was 35 by 40 or something. That's what's left of that one after a week. And I've got this much solution. So far I'll have double the yield. That was one lot of plates. That's the second lot of plates now. That's to fill the center tub, and then on the outside will be iron oxide and a carbon. The electrode's just the negative electrode is just a steel plate for now. I could probably go double carbon because the steel doesn't matter. The little cell here has been functioning for a week and a half now. There's no rust going on the steel plate at all. I thought it would have been rusty and not work. The amount of material in here was from one of my first nickel iron batteries, where I was saying there's a solution. It was only, well, it's probably less than a fingernail, big fingernail's worth of active nickel in that on the center electrode, and it holds a charge. If I just disconnect my electrolysis setup, connect them. It doesn't hold much power, but it holds, like I think this one was charged up 2 days ago and sat there idle. And I think it's still at 1 volts. It was yesterday. Oh, take off the charge, that might help. Probably blew up the cell. Normally sits at 1 volt, and it actually powers the little motor. I'll just connect the load, and the motor's away, and we're put on milliamp range. Okay, we've got 15 milliamps after 2 days of sitting there idle. It does run out and it doesn't recharge itself after a period of idleness. It takes a lot longer to charge up. We're looking at 2.5 hours on 4 volts. I have to do the 4 volts or it's only going to trickle the milliamps in due to my power supply not being constant amp and constant voltage. But the motor's still drawing 11 milliamps. It will stop in a minute. It doesn't have a lot of material, and the cell wasn't really formed. It was too small to pack the material in. But this cell here is going to be a lot better, I think. And the little motor's still going. I would have thought the steel electrode would have just corroded up and not worked by now. So the dual tub works pretty well for separating, but I've got 2 plates going at the same time in each thing. It's a bit slow doing it across the membrane. The membrane actually attracts the nickel attaches to the membrane. Yeah, so there you go. The little motor just ran and it's ran out. Voltage will bounce back a bit. After a direct charge, it will run the little red LED for a period of time. I think it's about 10 minutes. But the amount of, it's got more carbon than nickel in at the moment. And we're back up to that. I'll see if the motor will run a bit. No. Or maybe. No, we dropped right down. We've still got 10 milliamps in the old girl. But yeah, so that's just a little quick update. We'll give it a bit of a... oh no, we're too high voltage. Alright, I'm going to go back and separate the nickel. Alright, thanks for watching.